Alrighty, welcome back again to the audio version of the Tao Manifesting Tarot. Technical difficulties, which I've explained in the past, are giving me the opportunity to give you an audio version, which I think is great for multitaskers. You don't have to sit in front of a screen that's pretty quiet. You can go busy off doing something else and still listen to a superb, an excellent, a superior Manifesting Tarot podcast. So let's get to it today, shall we? And we find today, you see there in the center of your screen, the gal on top, the oracle card, Happy Happy. Happy Happy. You know, that may be our ultimate destination in life, is to be happy. Now, that means different things to different people, certainly, but I think if you consider yourself happy, let alone happy, you got a pretty doggone good life. No matter what's going on around you, inside your life, outside your life, makes no difference. If you're happy, I think you got to the final destination. Pretty sure about that. Let's take a look. Let's go to the left side of your screen. We got the Strength card. Strength card is always an important card because it's one of those that gives you a clue in terms of what you have to deal with, what you have in your back pocket. You got fortitude, love, patience, compassion, hopefully for yourself. I know I go through this almost every reading, the idea of loving yourself, how vital, how important, how essential it is. And everybody listening to the podcast, now an audio podcast for the time being, going, yeah, that's right, gotta love yourself, gotta love yourself, but they don't do it. They don't do it. We're not taught that. We're not trained in that way. And so that gets very difficult, and that creates a lot of issues in our other relationships. But the Strength card says, yes, you got what it takes, man. You got what it takes. And the biggest thing, patience and compassion. Very important. Okay, so we move with that energy to happy. Next to the Strength card, we got the Queen of Wands. How can you do better? You can't, frankly, because the Queen of Wands, she is the gal who, when she shows up into a room, everybody notices. She's wholehearted. She's vibrant. She's charming, enthusiastic, self-confident. Why? Because she has the strength to love herself. And she's happy. That's really, I think, what it boils down to. If you value yourself, I think that brings you closer to happy. So the Queen of Wands, next to the Strength card, ideal. We hop over the happy card and we go to the Eight of Wands. There is some revelation, some important piece of information, or maybe a series of communications over the next, and we're in Mercury retrograde, so the next couple of weeks, yes, there could be something like that going on, where you're getting insights, or you get a key insight or message or something like that that helps you to be happy. It helps you to tap into the strength that you have. It helps you to tap into the Queen of Wands enthusiasm that you have, the self-confidence. Something in that Eight of Wands will allow you to make the connection. And then we have another Wands, Knight of Wands, right at the end, the far right there. Knight of Wands. Knights always bring gifts, right? Well, the Knight of Wands is no different. He brings confidence, courage, passion, search for adventure. All of those things necessary for a life that is happy. I like the way the top cards kind of fit together. Happy, got the strength, you got the Queen of Wands, that enthusiasm, that positivity, the strength to move ahead. The information from the Eight of Wands gives you that little charge to be able to take the gift from the Knight of Wands. Enthusiasm, positivity. Let's emphasize this whole thing. Let's go to the bottom. What do we got here on the far left? Ooh, Ace of Cups. Don't have to say more than that. Every ace, as far as I'm concerned, in the tarot deck is all about you. Ace of Cups is loving you. Okay, appreciating, self-respecting. You know your worth. You got those things, you can give them to other people. If you don't have them, you can't give them to anybody else. Real simple, very direct. Here it is again. You want to be happy? Tap into this love idea. You got all the tools. You got the strength. You got the positivity. You got the information coming in. You can be happy. Just have to find the way to love yourself. Just like the Nine of Pentacles right next to the Ace of Cups. She does that. She's a kind of a Queen of Pentacles kind of gal. I even sort of maybe a Queen of Cups. She's right there in between. But the Pentacles 9 is a gal who knows her worth, knows her value. Not going to settle for less. Right? She's stable, secure, self-reliant. That's important for all of us emotionally, spiritually. Be self-reliant. Know your worth. Know your values like the Nine of Pentacles does. You'll be able to love yourself. You're able to love yourself, you're going to be happy, happy. Let's skip over to the other side. We're going to get to the big yellow card in just a moment. On the other side of the vice versa card, we got the Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands is always planting your flag in the sand, saying, that's it. I'm taking a stand. I'm, in a way, taking the offensive. What are you taking the offensive for? Self-love. You have the strength, you have the enthusiasm, you have the information, you want to be happy, happy. How are you going to do that? Love yourself. You want that, as the Seven of Wands says, and we have a lot of Wands activity here in today's read. Passion, enthusiasm. Okay? You want to be plugged into your life. You don't want to be just an observer. You want to be there. And the final card on the far right side just kind of confirms everything. Ten of Pentacles. You got Ten of Pentacles. You got all the self-worth that there's available to you. You know what you're worth. And not in a narcissistic way. If you're a narcissist, you do anything but love yourself. You don't love yourself. So you got to take it out on everybody else. No, Ten of Pentacles with the Ace of Cups. All that says is your primary value is to love yourself. You got what it takes. And in fact, here's a little help for you. Now we go to the center card, the vice versa card facing forward. Yeah. This is the big one here. Always. Because it talks about the past, the future, all of that kind of stuff. Very, very important. So what are we talking about? Judgment, awakening, rebirth, a new perspective, and that's what's being called for. But to do it, you notice there are three people here, and it's always with this card that they show up. Judgment takes the past, brings in the present so you can project to the future. Something from your past gives you a clue as to how you're going to be happy, as how you're going to love yourself. It has that information there for you. Tap into it. Analyze it. And then move forward. Happy is your ultimate destination. It's the ultimate destination for each and every one of us. And if you look at this reading, this is tremendous. Up top, you got the strength, you got the Queen of Wands, positivity, enthusiasm, and the strength to go for happy. You're going to get the information that you need, that little thing, probably that little clue from the past that you can bring forward. And you can give yourself the gift of love. When you truly give yourself the gift of love, you are at the ultimate destination, happy. That's it. Great read for today. Wow. We'll have more of the audio version of the Tao Manifesting Tarot for you tomorrow between now and then, as always. And don't play this lightly. As always, peace and blessings.